Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the chat room for all those who hit that notification bell. Oh, and then for those who are new to the channel, we have our business first over here. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you in here when we in here, and then like the video so that it can get circulated around YouTube. You guys, today, let me tell you one thing. We're going to be mindful of things that come out our mouth. You cannot go around here bruising people and think it ain't gonna be a consequence to it. I'm just saying, be good stewards of your mouth. Be good stewards of your mouth. When you say something, when somebody make you angry, they say something you don't like, everything that somebody say and do don't require your response. Please be more mature over your mouth. We can't take those things back. We can apologize, true enough, but apology don't erase the fact that you said it. It don't erase the fact of how you made that person feel. So, and I told y'all when I come over here and talk about stuff, I'm talking about something that I've experienced. I experienced this today. And I tell you what, listen, I was so worked up, and I just thought about it, and I got worked up all over again because I'm so serious about the fact that people just think that they can say anything to you, and it's half time they don't even apologize. And when you get somebody who don't apologize, that shows a lack of maturity. So you get somebody so hard-headed, and you get what, a lack of maturity can go all the way up to 9,900 years old, because anybody who bullheaded, and most people by that time, they didn't got it, they got wisdom about it, and they realize these little things that we argue about now, are they going to really matter next year? Probably not. And if they don't matter, it's not worth your time. It's not worth hurting somebody's feelings. It's not worth changing your relationships with your words, because you can cut people with your mouth, with your lips, and with things that you say. But you ask yourself, is it worth it in the long run? Because some relationships you shouldn't even do that with. Some relationship you shouldn't take it to a place called there. Okay, so some yeah, I know there's people out here be nasty and ugly. Some things you just gotta walk away from, because you never know. We need each other to get through this life. So it's no reason for any of us. It shows you are more mature than the person who's speaking when you don't have to respond with something less than respectful, because they do. Now y'all better think about these people, because I'm telling you, when you have people in your life who are solid and have gotten your back and have had your back, and they have gone through the test of time, and you know for sure, you ain't got to double back, you ain't got to look back, you ain't got to do anything, because you know they got your back, and y'all fall out over a little something that ain't even worth falling out over, you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Somebody got to pull up. Somebody in the middle of an argument needs to pull up. And let that person be you. Don't throw people away when you know that they got you. When you know they got you and you're not even looking. They got you when you don't even ask them to have you. That's not a person you want to throw away. And if you realize you've thrown someone away, go back and apologize. Make it right. It ain't gonna instantly be back the same. It ain't gonna be, nothing gonna be instantaneous. So you're gonna have to work yourself way back to that same energy that you guys had prior to the argument. I just think if people go low blows, when they start calling a name, when you call somebody outside of their name, to me, that's one of the highest level of disrespect that you can possibly do. And then it shows how low you willing to go. Don't be that person that's willing to go so low just because you get an argument, y'all get in disagreement with somebody. Everybody's not going to agree with you. It's not designed for everybody to agree with you. You know why? Because we different on purpose. Diversity is a beautiful thing. Because if we all were alike, then everybody in the world would look alike and act alike and be alike. So it's not designed for someone to say everything you want them to say. It's not designed for y'all to be on the same page about everything. But if you can't be mature enough to argue with someone, then just walk away. If you can't hold a conversation or have a disagreement with a person without calling them out their name, without changing your verbiage. Maybe you a person who don't curse. I'm a person who try not to curse, and guess what? And if I had to get in an argument with you and I got to find myself having to pull from vocabulary or curse words, then guess what? That showed me I'm not mature as I thought I was. So your verbiage and your vocabulary should be broad enough that you can control yourself in an argument and that you don't have to curse at somebody because they curse at you. Tit for tatting. So I'm just saying, it's very hard. And I've lived long enough to know that you don't get a good friend every day. You do not get a good friend. You're not going to run into a good friend every day. So if you have one, hold on to that one. You understand what I'm talking about? And I don't know if anybody else, I've experienced it myself. But let me tell you one thing about a good friend too. A good friend, if you have to define it, need to be loyal to you. Not faithful to you. Faithful just means they just there every time you need it. We're going to go at you down. Girl, he broke up, like you down. You just there. You like that. Faithful. Call you. You going to answer. But loyalty, you got my back. Whether I know you got my back, you got my back. If somebody else talking about me, you got, no, that ain't Shae Davis. I know. You got my back. That kind of got my back. I want some people who going to be loyal to me. That's it. Because I'm very loyal friend. And you ain't finna just come up and talk to about my friends. You ain't finna come and talk about my family. You ain't finna come up and talk about anybody and do nothing, throw it off like that without me just saying something. I don't have to get ignorant with it. I don't have to cuss you out. I'm just going to let you know. Because some things you ain't, what's understood is what's understood. Ain't going to be no disrespect. Ain't going to be no disrespect, not on my watch. Not that I'm going to actively participate. What I'm going to do is actively check it and let you know when you can get off. And I'm going to immediately call my friend and let them know. So I can just say this. I've lost friends. I've lost friends over petty stuff, like real petty stuff. Yeah, one of them was over a card game or something we playing. A card game. 25 cents. Probably shouldn't have been gambling anyway. But anyway, that's beside the point. Then I lost another one over, her repeat my business. Not when I'm loyal to her. Right now, I can tell y'all some stuff on her, but I won't because I'm refrained by the fact that we used to be friends. I still don't talk about her business. And we're not even cool like that no more. But I'm just built that way. Because I'm thinking to myself, girl, as much stuff as I know, you mean tell me you gonna talk about my business? And then it was talking about not just any business. It was talking about this relationship with my husband, when I ex-husband. So she was talking about that, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I know you ain't putting your mouth on my business. Not all the stuff I know. I know that ain't you, but she did nonetheless. And half of me, that petty side of me, wanted to just put all her stuff out there on blast. But I was like, you know what? No, let her make it. The best thing for this relationship is for me to let her make it. And that was the best thing for me to do is end that relationship because I knew if it kept going, I was going to put it all out in blast. And I don't even want to do that. I don't want to be that kind of friend. I don't want to be that kind of person. But I was going to put it all out there on blast because I felt like, why would you put my stuff on blast? Now, I had a conversation with her. Don't get me wrong. I did have a conversation with her, and I did tell her, no, not at the time. It was years later because I think she realized, you realize in hindsight. And I told her, I said that I didn't appreciate, you sharing my information, as much stuff as I know on you, and ain't never spoke a word of it. Years of stuff. I said, I ain't never spoke a word, not to nobody about you. And if I can't get that same kind of loyalty, then this ain't where I need to be. And that's why you going to have to be about yourself. You need to protect yourself at all costs. And when you not get that somebody else is not matching your energy, you don't have no obligation to them. They need to be matching your energy. Your friendship, match your same energy. And if they don't, guess what? It's okay. Bye-bye. That's how I am set up. I mean, I give people benefit of the doubt. I give people, leeway, and I try to work with people. But you're not going to, it's something about telling my business, honey. Because if I tell you something in confidence, that's where it's at, in confidence. And when you take it out and try to make it public, then I'm going to put you on out there with the public. Because then you can't be close to me. Because then I'm always going to second guess, should I tell her this or should I tell her this? It's not a genuine, friendship. Because usually when you're dealing with friends, you say stuff and you don't think nothing of it. You don't have to think too hard about it. But when somebody has betrayed you or go ahead and repeat something you said that you know that you shouldn't have to say, don't repeat this. Because then I have to be cautious. I got to be extra cautious what I'm telling you, what I'm saying. And I don't need no friendship like that I got to think about it that hard. I feel like it should be organic. That's kind of friendship, I am. We consider each other friend. You can tell me something. You ain't got to worry about it. My kids right now, they'll tell you. They tell me stuff. Mama, don't say nothing. Consider it kept. Both of them, both of my boys and my daughter. All of them. Tell me something and you consider it kept. They tell me don't say nothing. And that's been since, like my oldest son had his first crush. He was like, I love her. And he was a little bitty boy. And he said, don't say nothing, Mama. I held it until he said something, till he told the rest of the family. Then I said, okay, well, he good, everybody knowing at the time. But, I respect it. I don't care if you little 3 years old to old as, 100, over 100, whatever, anything in between. You tell me not to say nothing, I'm not going to say nothing. If it's understood for me not to say nothing, I'm not going to say nothing. So, I don't know. I don't throw people away, and I don't want you guys to throw people away because, we do need relationships in this life, and we need friendships in this life. But your friendships need to match your same energy, is what I'm saying. And if they don't, try to work it out. I still got some growing up to do on that, because on that betrayal part, I'm not good with that. I'm not good with that. So I may have some growing up to do on that friendship part. But other than that, like I said, I'll be a work in progress. So anyway, you guys have an amazing evening. Shae Davis is about to lay it down. And if you guys came in late, you know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And then you guys come in below and tell me what are your deal breakers in friendship. Let me know. And then also let me know if you think I'm wrong. If I need to go back and re-apologize. But, my thing is once I'm forced to exchange words with you in a negative way, then I will give you all the business, like everything I'm thinking. So I didn't just say, I don't appreciate, you telling my business. I took it a step further and told her what I thought wasn't cute, what she thought was cute. And behavior-wise, what she was, kind of trying to insinuate. And so I was just letting her know at that point, I could call you all the way out about that, but I didn't. So that probably wasn't nice to me. But anyway, I'm growing. I'm learning. You guys have a good night. Love y'all.